It's Saturday, October 8th, and Joe Biden has pardoned all federal offenses of simple marijuana possession in its first major steps toward decriminalizing the possession of marijuana. Now, we have over 30 states that have in some shape or form legalized marijuana. That's right, hard to believe, but it's 19 states, Guam, the Northern Mariana Islands, and Washington, D.C., and another 12 states and the U.S. Virgin Islands have decriminalized the use of marijuana. And commercial distribution of cannabis, as they call it, has been legalized in all jurisdictions where possession has been legalized, except for D.C. I don't know why D.C. is doing what they're doing. But in any event, marijuana is not considered the evil thing that it was many years ago. Now, if you look at this thing, some are probably going to say it's a political move. It's a move to get people who come out and vote for him or his counterparts in the next election. And I cannot deny that. I believe that politics had something to do with this decision of decriminalizing the marijuana. But these are minor offenses. These people shouldn't be put in jail for smoking some weed or having it in their possession. Now, if they were selling it or something, that would be a major crime and that would be punishable. But that's not what this is about. This is about people who were picked up because they had some marijuana. And maybe they all served time and maybe they didn't. Maybe they just paid a fine or something. But it's on their record and it could affect their employment status. So this is a life-saving situation for many people. And it's about time that somebody took this step. And Joe has asked, maybe even pleaded, that the other states, the 20 or so states that haven't taken any action in decriminalizing marijuana, should do so. And maybe they don't want to do that because maybe that will get Joe votes. So there's no question about it in my mind that this is a political move, in addition to being the proper move, because everything affects the politics today in the United States. And if Joe feels that he can get more votes for his party by doing this, so he had no choice. He had to go ahead and do this thing. And it's a humanitarian gesture. So he has a dual purpose: straightening out the lives of many people and possibly maintaining control of the Congress and Senate. And that's a big deal in this day and age, with everything that is going on. And it should be a very, very close race in November. So Joe's got to take advantage of everything that he possibly can. And Joe's not alone. He's not the only politician that's trying to do this. In Pennsylvania, the Democratic Lieutenant Governor, John Fetterman, who was running for the U.S. Senate, made this an issue in his campaign. And Fetterman and Biden met last month, and the candidate said he would raise the issue with the president. And he did, and maybe that's one of the reasons that Joe has taken this step. And meanwhile, the opposition is claiming that the Democrats are soft on crime. Now, if they're being soft on crime looking at this is a nothing crime. Everybody should be soft on this crime. Why are they making such a big deal out of this? Because the opposition doesn't want to lose any votes. This is certainly an issue in many swing districts. And I'm sure the Republicans are kicking themselves in the behind because they didn't think of doing this. I'm sure they would have done this if they possibly could think of it. They probably don't have the power to do this, but just suggesting it would have given them an edge. And meanwhile, Biden continued his attack by asking or encouraging governors to take similar steps in their state to release the prisoners who were arrested for marijuana possession under state law and not federal crime. So Joe wants the governors to pardon all those persons in their states who were convicted of crimes similar to the federal crime, to pardon them, to exonerate them, to wipe their records clean so that they can go on with their lives and be productive citizens. Is there anything wrong with that? A minor offense? I think not. Biden has also taken the step of talking to Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, to take an expeditious review of how marijuana is scheduled under federal law, because he is potentially thinking of changing that law, getting that law, easing it, so to speak, easing the federal classification that currently places marijuana in the same category as heroin and LSD, which are much more insidious drugs. So by doing this, Joe has released many people from the barriers of finding a job, getting good housing, getting a great education. All of those things could have been affected by marijuana use. And in addition to that, there is a great disparity between the people who have been convicted of possession. Blacks and other minorities are much more likely to be arrested and convicted, even though the propensity to use marijuana is equal in all colors of the rainbow. So why? Why would blacks and Hispanics suffer more than whites? It's a simple situation. It's a simple answer. Those people are basically poorer, and they are probably watched more closely than the fine, upstanding white people in this country. So this is affecting many people in many places and in many areas of their life. Education, jobs, housing, and I think that Joe has done the right thing, and I hope he gets many more votes for taking this action. So I'll leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. Bye.